Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? Hi, Scolopendra. Hello, BB. For good rolls today. You rolled a d5. That's not bad. And a blessing. Andy once said, I myself has mistaken a baby for bread before. And I know you're lying if you say you haven't. Hello, BB. Yep, today we are continuing Disco Elysium. It still feels like I never make any progress in this game, so we'll see how that goes today. Guys, I'm currently so obsessed with Ghost, it's crazy. I don't know if I told you guys, but I managed to secure tickets to the concert, and I'll be seeing Ghost in August. And I don't know, I'm absolutely obsessed. Every day, not a day goes by nowadays that I don't think about Ghost. Not a day goes by when I'm not obsessing over this band. I'm just counting down my days till August 1st. That's when I get to see them. What am I supposed to do? What am I doing? Prove your authority. Find the armored glove. Make a truce with Kuno? Hell no. Oh, we never did finish investigating the body, right? We should let's wrap that up. Did I not talk to him? Could have sworn I did. What? I didn't know you liked Ghost. During our Messy stream a few weeks ago, I played some of their music. And I mentioned it a few times before. But yeah, they're my favorite band. And I'm completely obsessed with Skeletor. If you guys haven't already, go look up Ghost's new album Skeletor and give it a listen, because it's amazing. Guiding Lights makes me want to cry. I don't know why, but it does. I can't get enough of Guiding Lights. And Missila Amori? I love it. I love it. It's so good. Last night, I came home from work. And I always listen to music on my way home from work. And I was listening to Missila Amori, and I ended up, as soon as I got home, I opened a Google Doc and wrote down, like, an analysis of that song line by line. And also of the art. The cover art. What's this about?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Okay, do we think I'll pass this even chance? Visual calculus. Can I put a point into that? I don't think I have points. That's so wild. I've been a Ghost fan longer than I've been into Patho, and I can't believe there's so much overlap. Hi, Robin and stuff. I've been a fan for about a year or two. Like, way back when they were trending on TikTok a while ago, and that's how I found out about them. Like, a long while ago. And I was like a casual fan, but then since the whole new lore's going on with Perpetua and stuff, I'm completely obsessed. Ever since Satanized came out, I'm like a full-blown loving Ghost. Do we think I'll pass this? I'm not confident.
Wow.
Yep.
Still not doing it. You're bad at this.
Why is this so complicated? I keep failing.
Maybe you keep failing because you suck.
Damn. Guys, I suck. You heard it here, folks. I suck.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy.
Oh, did you guys, I'm a little sad that, the Freakologic video is underperforming. I want to see how many views it's at right now. Maybe I could have come up with a better title or something. Maybe YouTube is just not into me lately, because my previous video didn't perform as well as I thought it would too. But I'm really hoping that once I get to the actually posting stuff about Pathologic 3, then things will go back to the usual. Yeah, we haven't hit 300 views yet. It's a good video, I swear. That game was so fun. Anyone who would see that video would enjoy it, I'm sure of it. I just hate that we don't get concert videos anymore. I do get it, though. I don't mind the phone ban. Because I totally understand it, too.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy? YouTube censoring Peakologic. For what it's worth, I love the Freakologic vid. Yeah. You know, what I wanted to do was post my review first and then release the Freakologic video, and I'm sure that if I had done it in that order, then the algorithm would have worked with it better. Because obviously, the Pathologic 3 stuff is going to get more views right now. My Pathologic streams always get more views. And so a put together video of that would certainly draw people in. So I'm sure that if I had posted that first and then the Freakologic video, the algorithm would have pushed the Freakologic video and that would have performed better. But I've been trying to put out a video every month. And I work too slowly, I guess, because I wasn't going to get the review out this month. Which is why I posted the Freakologic video. Because I already had that ready and just sitting on a shelf. But I really wanted to get it. I want to be consistent about posting at least once a month. But now that the Freakologic video is out, I feel like that's going to give me some time to work ahead of schedule, because I'm going to finish the review video in the next week or so. And then that video, I'm not going to post until the middle of... Did this month start already? No, the middle of next month. So that video is going to be out to members early for a while, and then that gives me plenty of time to work on what I have planned next. So hopefully I won't end up behind like this again. Okay, let's examine this body. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Actually, it appears I've forgotten what a field autopsy is. Never mind, I know what a field autopsy is. Clap your gloved hands, let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
I don't know, what do you mean?
I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact, and you should take notes.
I want to touch that thing. Let me touch it. Where should I take these notes? In my paperwork? Take out your ledger.
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copier paper.
I feel like the voice is kind of low. Did I lower that at some point? That's literally max out. Okay, open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
11? Okay. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary.
No, let's fill out the info form first.
Damn. Okay, 1, assistant.
That's you.
Harry Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
2, coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815. Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Okay, this is easy. Age.
Roughly 50.
50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes eyes turn watery.
Race.
Mondial.
But Raphael, I never got attached to Raphael. I don't know. Wait, what? Race? Mundial. Okay, write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex?
Fucky, fucky!
Oh, not these fucking kids. Please, please. I can't.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatments.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
I just remembered something else I have to do. I need to go talk to the lorry drivers, and I think we're gonna explore the bottom half of the map today. After we're done with this.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Agreed. No treatments.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
Have you established your authority to Titus yet? Nope. At the end of last stream, I just spoke to him, and then we ended there. So I think that's one of my quests right now.
somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Also, I've been having to get clips for the review video I've been working on, and I needed a clip of Pathologic 2, and I just want to say, it's been so long since I've played Pathologic 2, and it always feels so good to go back to that game. I don't know why, but just being in that world, it's just like, it's like coming home. Do you guys get that? That would happen to me with Classic 2 after it's like been a while between the streams. It always felt so good to be there. Even just to run around and get a clip of basically a person walking.
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair.
We need to play Pathologic 2
silhouette
again
bullfrog
sometime, like a
against the
serious
window.
thing.
Outside,
Like a whole challenge
brown
run of it.
Kuban.
But I don't have any
Days turn dim
plans.
for
I don't know what to
Sergeant
do.
Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure she
Too
is
much speed
dead
running.
more than
Too much
anything
speed running
else.
lately. And the thing is, I do want to have another stream that was kind of like the Freakologic stream where I can just cut it down easily and have an easy video out of that. So I've been trying to think of ways to do that with Pathologic 2. Like something we can do in one stream that can be entertaining enough that I can cut into a video. That's not a full playthrough. But I'm having trouble coming up with something. It's my comfort game too. I know what you mean. I replayed Pathologic 2 recently.
The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
You know, I still haven't gone into that store right over here. What is it, a bookstore?
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Bingo? Yes, we should do bingo. I still want to do that. The thing is that I don't know exactly how long a bingo would take. I know that you can select the difficulties of it. Surely a bingo wouldn't be like a multiple stream thing, right? What did you say? The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers. In order to get to the victim's ceramic armor, officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing. When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Thank you, thank you. Write that down.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Why not? Touch the corpse hair before moving on.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands
Even
of
dead
dark
bodies
brown
deserve a
hair
pat on the
start
head.
sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a rag doll's head. There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Let's keep petting him.
More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and
Good
dips
corpse,
on
good
the snow
corpse.
below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
Kim, I don't know how Kim puts up with me. Oh yeah, rando item speed runs. I've been saving those first 2 streams because I thought I would make a video out of it. I need to go review those streams. By the way, Andy, I played a game called Centum. It's not the same as Pathologic, but it had similar apocalyptic vibes. Perhaps you would find it interesting? Let's look into it. I'm gonna look up Centum. It sounds familiar. Ooh, a game on my wishlist is on sale for 79 cents. Oh, you guys have to see this game. I was thinking about playing this game for this week's random game stream. I love being messy. We don't have to be consistent in what we're doing at any time. Guys, this is a peak game right here. We're gonna play it at some point. It's on sale for 79 cents. That's a deal right there. And look at this art. Peak. Love the cover art. The stretched image. Doesn't even. That's all I have to say. It doesn't even. Oh yeah. Oh, I might have to lower that. Look, the trailer, the frames aren't even matched up. It's running poorly on the own developer's system. Please, this is peak right here. This is peak right here. And it's recorded with Bandicam. Can you believe that? This guy recorded this with Bandicam. This is insane. We were gonna play this week, but then I realized I already had a game that I bought. Just you wait. We're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. Maybe next week. I don't know how long Blasphemous is gonna take. This isn't the stream lagging or anything. This is literally how the trailer looks. And it's only 79 cents. One user review. What's the review say? How do I look at that? Not recommended. 0.1 hours. Too difficult. Too difficult. Okay. Centum. $15. That's $14 more than what I like in a game. I don't like going full screen. Okay, there we go. Bemk, your game assistant. I don't know, there's a little too high quality projection here. I might not like this game. It's too smooth. This is how I'm gonna judge games from now on, whether or not the frames drop. It's $14 more. More content apocalypse. You know what that first room reminded me of? These old games that Markiplier played, where you would like sit in a room and receive letters, and you had like a little game you could play, and there was like this guy who would send you letters and try to keep you happy. That's what this feels like, because it was literally just a stone room, like a prison door, a bed, and then like a gaming device. I don't know what it was called though. Yes, I remember that as well. Yeah, I think a while ago I watched a like deep dive into the developer's history, and I think the developer killed himself, which is unfortunate. I think like he had an original burst of like popularity with that game, and then nothing did better, and I think he ended up killing himself because of that. But I could be confusing that with somebody else. Short, light brown, male, pattern baldness.
That was some sick shit, psychopath.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is
Yeah, it's really
congested.
sad. He made such good
Contusions
games
are
too.
present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Limited freedom / liberty, something like that. I feel like it's one of Markiplier's most popular videos of all time, playing those games.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
And you know, that reminds me of this other game. I don't know if I watched Markiplier play it, but I saw somebody play it. And the entire game was this dude's, like, just random art levels and stuff, like, combined together, that he let his friend playtest and demo. Like, he never released it, his friend released the game. Because I think his friend disappeared, and it's very hinted at that he took his own life as well. but like it was actually like an amazing emotional game because like he included like all these letters and his thoughts about how his friend and stuff. I don't know. I am explaining it poorly, but it was a really good game, and I don't remember. I have fractured memories of it, and I wish I could find the name of the game and who played it.
Ligature mark. Still wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that.
The chain
The
cutters.
chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Are you thinking of the beginner's guide? Let me look it up on YouTube. There's this very specific scene that I have like a full memory of. And if I see that scene, I'll be able to confirm it. It doesn't look familiar. It was a fairly short game too. These playthroughs are like 2 hours long. It was really short because it was just a mishmash of this guy's like what he tried to make with his life, like various levels and designs and stuff. I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot.
And this
from
guy's
his
friend was like
nose.
allowed to playtest them, and he decided that the world should see his creations and stuff. Good thing we got those chain cutters. Pull out the rubber gripped cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
Where did I get those from?
we need to cut the bell to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Well, that's a high chance. Cut the belt off.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write that down, write that down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No, it's gonna happen, see?
Oh my god.
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Oh, inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
I definitely wanted to hear
You
that.
should touch it.
Okay. Okay. That's all okay. All I have to
Doesn't
say.
feel like anything. A cold spot under your gardening gloves. Unremarkable and unalive.
My pig's so fucking ill right now.
Oh, your pig's pretty sick, I gotta say.
This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that?
It's an experiment to see what happens. See, I just wanted to know what would happen if I touched a dead guy's ween. Haven't you guys wondered that?
The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head and why you're touching it. He merely expects you to write down his notes on the man's genitalia so you can move on.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Ah, yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yes, processing science, that's what I meant.
Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Okay, add semen sample.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Hi, Benjesta. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you in stream. Hello, Andy. How are you enjoying disco? I'm pretty much on the fence still. I'm not hating it, but I'm also kind of enjoying my time from time to time.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain.
My biggest complaint is that it always feels like I'm never making any progress.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, a mercenary.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Write it down.
Last item. Hands.
Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you
He's
from?
talking to me again.
What's your name?
What the?
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Disco isn't about making progress, it's about learning how to live again. First playthrough was like that for me too. It took me a while to hook me too. I think I didn't really get into disco until the third day. That's reassuring. We've met before. I've touched your genitals.
That you have, Kobo, that you have. We're real tight that way. In that special way. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
NA.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's
I
hand.
thought I'd be able to talk to the dead body more. Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep
Would I have actually
anything
thrown up if my
in.
pain threshold was lower? Whatever stat affects that, look deeper inside.
You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Ask him later.
Hepatobiliary. Na.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. Na.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Only one test is crazy.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
Is he touching it again? What is wrong with these mulpus?
Can we change it to toxicology? Seems more prudent. No, we need the semen sample, 100%. Yep, better leave it at that. More important.
Leave it Na, then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
I needed the semen sample. We need a what sample? Semen sample. We need a semen sample from the dead body. It'll definitely help the investigation. What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
This is a team effort. Come on, Kim. You gave me the gun.
You mean the spin-stabilized munition from a Kill A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung? That was not a team effort. I just missed my shot. Also, let's not mention it. Muddies the water.
I agree. The waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Okay.
And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Okay, write that down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next,
Ligature mark.
a dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
I don't know. Opinion fatal injury? Why not?
That's it. We have established cause of death.
Okay.
It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky.
Couple of weeks. I need my semen sample now.
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Ooh, perhaps a drink is in order? Well, later, I mean.
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Tell me something, dead man. Wow, very low. Why is it -1 because I established a probable cause to search the body one more time? Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mysteries?
Oh yes, Kobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away, my beloved Kobo.
There's definitely something still in his body.
Gulp away. Come back later, Kobo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Oh, come on, he's telling me there's
possible,
something in his mouth.
Also, see me in your dreams.
But my roll is so low. I need perception for it. I want to know what it is. That barely bumped it up. We'll come back. You're not taking the body yet. Oh yeah, we need the boots too. Right, right. We have all day to... Do I have anything that could increase perception? Half-light. Logic, half-light. No. Okay, we're swapping objectives. We have lorry drivers to interview. I forget, what was the thing? Were they transporting drugs or something?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment? What's that?
Entrapment is where a law officer gets a person to commit a criminal offense they otherwise wouldn't commit, often through some trickery or fraud.
What about your thoughts? Don't you have something that could give a perception bonus? You mean like the internalized stuff? How would I even know? Because I would need to internalize it first of all. And that takes time.
Yes. It's like trying to trick a person into doing something criminal that they'd never do.
I wouldn't do something like that.
Then what are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to get high, dude.
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, why are you still hanging around then?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry.
What do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Oh, must I speak to the racist? Must I unfortunately speak to the racist? He's a lorry driver, right?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Mirizza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
I should have known. I should have known. Of course you would bring it to this. The answer is always disco. In Disco Elysium, the answer is always yes. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then why are you still hanging around here for? Most other Camineurs have left?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
There was? I did see one lorry with the trailer's doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling and Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Does that mean I can loot it?
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Serves them right.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that
I met him?
South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealing himself has to say.
Guess we need to play Sealing a visit then.
Guess so.
Get me out of here, I'm done with you. So where's the open lorry? I would love to raid one. What is this? Oh, what's this? Stop between those trucks down there. Smokes, go get them. Where? This? Free smokes, free smokes. Oh yeah. Can I go this way? No, that's blocking the way. That statue's in the bold slogan, Humanox covers the truck. This statue's in the title screen.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
What did this king do?
What did he do?
Oh.
You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king...
Oh, is this the open one? Maybe? What's this? Not the white tank top. +1, the physical instrument is crazy for the white tank top. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Who are you?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money.
Cigarettes?
Maybe she's your...
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
I won't believe that. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Remember, Half-Light is always right. Where else would you be then?
Back in Mefka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Who is Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age.
Right, I have some questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Huh. Wait, you're getting high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I still don't understand this whole... Bordero thing?
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen
Boyadero.
to the Western Plain.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a dare in Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen?
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
A beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He's worried, but not for her. For you. What is it about this woman? If she's not connected to anything?
Could you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
The Monosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
Cool, ride until you're dust, sister.
Irmao. I already am dust.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Where can I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
What is it that you're hauling exactly?
you're man, low man. What of it?
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman, diamonds.
Damn this. Make her answer.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Really? So they're all just pointing fingers at each other. Unless the racist guy was right. I didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Okay, if you're not involved with drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the filters of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Well, thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesque.
I like her. I hope we get to talk to her again. Okay, so then this loops back up to where the protesters are. I thought this area down here was way bigger. Maybe I can go past the road or something. Let's go down the road. See what's over there. The old lady says you're...
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Okay. Nothing to say about that. This is new down here. Yeah, I went to the pawn shop, but not this side of the street. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. We should call them. Isn't the drawbridge broken? No, wait, it was raised because of that lady. Beautiful queen, my beloved. I love Disco Elysium in the way all characters are just saying shit and you need to accept it. I feel it's a wonderful way to live. What's this?
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Free? Oh, no, not free
You find
clothes,
your
but
hands
clothes?
deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Give me your craziest outfit right now.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Find something worth salvaging from that pile of rags.
Something
we did it.
cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof. And this jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Hell yeah.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
You find your
Economical, but
Can I have more? Gotta try out the new fit. Oh, take the jacket off. Wait. Oh yeah, snazzy. Now I'm ready to disco. Do I have different pants? Okay, okay. We might need to remove the gloves. Put on these. Or maybe these. Guys, I need more clothes. I just want to play dress up. Can I play Harry Dubois dress up simulator?
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Take the item out?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
Investigate the wrapper? This?
A crinkled chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Why do I even care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
I'll hang on to it just in
You
case.
carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
Wait, so this was in my pants? Where did I get these pants from? Where did these pants come from? Okay. Can I buy more?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Have you inspected the ledger? I don't think I have yet. There's a lot of things I haven't done yet. I've never spoken to Kim on my own, like clicked on him and spoken to him. I think I have a quest for him to tell me about something that I haven't done yet. And I think I have some other stuff I need to inspect in my inventory that I haven't done yet.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Oh, wait, is this the guy? Where are you from, Siling?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
Oh my god. My eyesight's so bad, guys. I thought that was an H. These are two I's right here. Which is why I was confused when I read that. Here. Because the I's are lowercase, which makes it clearer to me. But you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
So this is the guy the racist said was doing drugs. But he seems to have a stable side business of selling clothes, perhaps. Schling. I thought he was Schlang. Yum, apricots are delicious.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Seaguy archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Seaguy. My grandma used to grow them. But Seaguy is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Seaguy.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
So, Ceiling, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah!
He knows how to keep a
Taste the tasty
customer.
drugs.
I'm actually super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Well, I actually don't like drugs.
That's cool. Especially
Everything's
after you
cool.
already said you're into them. All the coolest detectives in the movies do drugs. And are very conflicted about it. Still, no drugs here.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You
Everything's
investigating that
cool.
and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
So he is lying to me. But you are a lorry driver. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm... Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Sealing, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd, you know, the drug crowd.
There's more here. He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
Who are you afraid of?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Come on, we're buddies. I bought a shirt from you, a jacket. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The
Really?
other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Wait, is it the old lady? Wait. Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
So does it have to be one of the 3 lorry drivers I've met? Have you gone gay yet in this game? No? I didn't know that was my option. I will go gay first chance I get. We set a date? We did? I don't remember that. Who are those other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Oh yeah, Sunday friend. Fuck, when do I have to meet with him? Is that a quest? Wasn't it at night? Was I supposed to do that before I went to bed? Not find speed and sniff it. What day is it? Is it not Monday? The smoker on the balcony. At 2100. So that's tonight, I guess. What was that other one? It said there was another one that's limited time. Find your money? Okay, that's fine. 20 real, I have that.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them, even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both
Not-
of you. You deserve it.
-1, poor underprivileged grandma. +1, ratted out the lady driver. Do we really think it's her? I liked her.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Are you trying to...
Sorry, detective.
Okay, what's with this box?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the sneakers.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister.
50?
Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Skipping peak dialogue. He's afraid of failure. Andy North hates dialogue. I don't know. I didn't think that dialogue would lead anywhere, which is why I clicked through it. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Can't I just buy the sad, conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for...
Please, I need 1 million real.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool, UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Maybe you can find something interesting in the sunglasses box.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Turn to Lieutenant Kim. Are firefights something we should be prepared for?
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe.
Oh, I need it. It's
Let's get
happy.
you some real shades.
It has a face. +1 perception.
Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
That's exactly what I needed.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and
Froggy
chafing
hat.
against your brow.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
I just realized I've gone under my 20 real I need for my room tonight.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Well, now I have to. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
I'm already a walking midlife life crisis. Just look at me.
The lieutenant's reverse psychology for Betty doesn't work on you. If you want to look like
Electrochemistry.
a secret midlife crisis, that's your choice.
I'll take those ugly glasses.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me.
I need it. Oh yeah, where are those glasses at? Perfect. Hold on, guys. I need a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, what did I need that perception check for? Was it the poetry guy? What, that other lorry driver? Tar. I don't remember how to say that. Guys, how do I get 3 real? Where are the drugs at?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Was it this one that needs perception? Oh, the body, right. We'll see if this even makes a difference.
The man is The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Still low, but I'll take those chances.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look at his pants again.
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Well, maybe if I touch it again?
There is no need. We have been thorough with the genitals. Do you
Kim
think we
doesn't
missed
understand
something?
me.
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling there's something more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Can't he just hang out here for a while longer?
If you want for this task to slowly become impossible, then yes. Otherwise, no. He's been hanging out far too long already. We need to ice him.
Oh. Have I missed my
Not
chance?
to mention the damage that would be dealt to the force's reputation by the corpse just rotting here like this.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Haha, Kuno.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Only if all else fails.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Soon, you'll be looking for clues in a pile of sludge and bones.
Okay. Let's go find an industrial fridge. I'm sure Gart would love to have a dead body in his fridge. If he even has an industrial fridge.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Yep, that's the gist of it.
Well, I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here.
Why?
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turned the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Let's go talk to the Frit clerk.
To the frit. Maybe I'll buy me some alcohol. Let's turn in my bottles.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
3 real.
The money appears with a sack. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tear.
Oh yeah.
At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
We can afford a room now. Tonight's room.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Oh, she doesn't really know anything. Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
You're right, this is a fridge. I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
Measure the fridge with your fingers, one eye closed. Never mind, it wouldn't fit.
Yeah, super funny.
Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
That's all? Must I speak with Kuno? What's being highlighted in my inventory? Can I get the container guy to, hold on to a dead body for me? Kuno, I need your help, unfortunately.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Oh. Makes truce with Kuno. Didn't he want something, some kind of special drug? Check out this bizarre drug I found. Show him pyrrolidin? Pyrrolidin?
No, you don't. No one
What?
is checking out anything. Put that away.
Kim is against fun.
Bitches slapping each other, fighting for Kuno's attention. Kuno likes this pole dancing shit, but it's not good enough.
Kim is never going to be okay with you handing something like this off to a minor. This plan is either off the table, or you need to do it when he's not around.
Okay, 2 things in the same area I need Kim to leave me alone for. Where am I going to find a fridge? Well, seeing as this seems to be a dead end for now, I'm going to go back to the quest I was doing.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh. Why? Do you know something? What is it?
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do?
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff.
Young?
But in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled? How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
The pain it was causing her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son. It's right here. The answer is right here. You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation, too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye world of men, money, and machines.
Maybe I can ask the other drivers first. And then I can come back to this, hopefully. I'll drop the matter for now.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled.
That's,
Oof.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
Yes. And I also
He loves my
thank you
rhymes.
for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Oh, I can do this one now. What is this about? What do you see in his eyes?
In his eyes,
Yeah.
an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar? How?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revershaw, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
I'm a cop. I can fix anything.
There are things even a cop can't fix, my man. There's no helping in absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Let's go talk to the lady first before I need to go back to the racist.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of.
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
You said long haul? That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just... In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
You feel very cold suddenly, as if standing face to face with a terrifying adversary. Then the feeling dissipates, and all you see is an aging woman.
And who's the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's all I needed to know, thanks.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, we must converse with a racist.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just tell me which one's her lorry.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Evashel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? You?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air, a dark gong. You get a bad feeling about it. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Don't fuck this up.
Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the
Ooh.
looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
83%.
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear. Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me?
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there.
Past the monument.
The Green Temple.
Green.
Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up.
We love threatening a racist. Green? This one.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Oh, Andy, I gotta tell you something about Blasphemous. Though it might border on the limit of spoilers, it can be kind of important to know before starting. Well, it's up to you. I'll leave that up to you. You can tell me if you want. I mean, you know what you're spoiling, so if it's a big spoiler, then don't. But if it's minor spoilers, then go ahead. Literally, I don't know anything about Blasphemous. I've just seen cool clips of it. Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
How are we gonna get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of
Physical
the ruins
instrument?
looming.
Anything I can boost for physical instrument? The fucking tank top. There we go. Okay, so orange is not equipped? Now, what's the difference in the colors? Okay, stuff you have equipped doesn't even show in your inventory. Okay. Kim is done with our
This
shit.
green found, A to Z,
Oh yeah, 72
contemporary,
high.
is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Smash the window in with a pry bar.
Pry bar
What?
in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Goddamn maggot. Drag your ass to the gym and do some reps right now.
The window appears to be shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
Is he gonna smash it in?
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Kim's doing things my way now. Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably granate number 5.
Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rare actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Okay, the thing about Blasphemous is after release, it got updates after updates. And when the sequel arrived on the horizon, a lot got added, so long story short, if you want the ultimate ending, you need to talk to a certain person before getting to a certain spot, and to find that person, you need to get to a certain place. You can find more about it online, but it's all kind of buried in the game as it is right now. Well, as long as there's some kind of direction that points me towards those things, I'm probably not going to look up anything. I don't know anything about Blasphemous, but based off the trailer, I'm hoping that it's like a Metroidvania, and Metroidvanias are like that. Like, you'll need to find some odd thing in the corner of the map in order to make some kind of progress, or you get locked out of whatever ending. And I used to be really into Metroidvanias, because of Hollow Knight, really. I played all kinds of weird Metroidvanias people wouldn't even have heard of. Oh, there is not? Well, I'm sure if I like the game, I'll probably go for all endings. I'll figure it out eventually. Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
I have a question. Do you guys know if Blasphemous can be played with a controller? My controller is, like, barely working right now. But I would be interested in playing with a controller if I can.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
I want Hollow Knight streams so bad. Have you tried Randomizer? I've only ever played Hollow Knight on my Xbox. And I haven't touched it in years since I completed it. I don't know. I don't think I'd have fun playing Hollow Knight again, even with the randomizers and stuff, just because I've really done everything there is to do in that game. Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and
I remember,
UKV.
even after I did everything, I did a run where you get everyone in Dirtmouth, like all the NPCs there, and you don't talk to them, and I had Dirtmouth fully populated.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why would anyone glue a piece of sandpaper to the gas pedal?
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot.
Back up into the cabin again.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a pull-out toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Like, it is a Metroidvania, but the way the game is built upon different builds, it can be kind of confusing to work out. I played it on Nintendo Switch. I assume you can play it with controller. Randomizer Hollow Knight is like a whole new game. I used to watch Scurry. You guys know Scurry? Surely if you know Hollow Knight, you know Scurry. I used to watch his streams a lot. And his videos. I think Randomizer is more fun to watch. Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Pathologic from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is...
Did we find anything to help us here?
Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes. It closed the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we... All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company.
Wait, I needed to click on him. I did the wrong thing. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
I know, this is the correct conversation.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
What do you think? How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious
Ooh, should we go talk to him?
Happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
Will the RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
So we can report back to Rich Lady with the boat? Yep. I was kind of hoping I'd get to meet the girl. But all I need is to point Joyce in the right direction, I guess.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
There's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
I really don't know.
Damn. I always warned her to watch herself. Man, nothing to do now, I guess. Maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes, anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, or with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Why Tommy Lahami?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Alright, I had another question actually.
The man taps his fingers.
No, I don't. Where am I going? Joyce. Did I ever speak to you? I don't think I ever finished speaking to this girl. I'm not gonna go in the bookstore yet. I'm still not ready for it.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Say, child, you wouldn't happen to know a good fridge, would you?
A fridge?
Yeah, like a big fridge a cop could put a dead body into.
You mean like the ice bear fridge? Man, that's scary.
Ice bear fridge?
Yes, like a bear, but white. There's a fridge below the building in the basement, with red glowing eyes. I went back there once, behind the bookstore.
Behind the bookstore in the basement? In that apartment building I was in?
Mum doesn't want me to go there anymore. Not that I want to. It was pretty scary.
And there's a big fridge in there.
Yes.
Oh, one more thing. How do I get inside the building?
That's a problem. The only way in is through the bookstore, but my mum is
Ah.
pretty strict about not letting anyone in. But I don't know, you're a policeman. Maybe you can convince her somehow. Anyway.
Fridge located. I need to go inside the bookstore, though. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way. You wouldn't be able to tell by the way I'm
You don't look
dressed.
much like a policeman.
Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little.
What's that mean?
You know, cut loose, raise hell, blow off steam.
And everything's better now, sir?
No.
Why is that?
You'll understand when you're older.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your point to your head.
Head? Yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul. No, your resilience.
Soul. That Mullen guy looks like a Templeman. Who could respect that face? Who could respect that face? It's not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul.
I'm not sure I understand.
A policeman's got to have the right stuff. An ingrained sense of the law. No one would follow a weakling like Mullen.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm going to deduce something now. Oh no.
You fail to deduce anything
No!
substantial. She waits intently.
I am a detective. I deduce that you are a girl.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
Composure. No composure. Okay, I'm done here. Probably save before talking to her. Haven't saved in a while. I did the thing for you. I don't remember what I'm supposed to get in return. Shadows on the water. Green plants under the calm surface.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the
Level
harbour
up.
have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
I trust in Kim.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest.
She was just supposed
Now
to tell
it's my
me what she
turn.
know about the body, right?
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, man, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman.
I did
while
hear
he was
about
drunk
that.
and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
So then she confirms what Titus told me. It was a group thing. Because he harassed a lady. For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
So... what now? I mean, we know how it happened. And we know that... do we know that it was Titus's group specifically, though? I mean, they confessed to it, but it's not like we can take them in. What happens next?
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
You've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, If you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching.
Wow.
This in turn will force the Union to respond.
So I need a scapegoat?
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Maybe
They're just
good
gonna
bloodletting
wipe out?
is just what Martinez needs.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario you're describing?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Krenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep black well.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call it off?
I have.
Call them off?
And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then? Who did
The
the passing
remaining
on then?
contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Well, Titus told us that.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
So then it might not even be true at all.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
I have a feeling it's going to be that woman I met at the beginning of the game. This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
This Lely, anything else? Nationality? How old would you say he was?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age. or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol. You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
Vigilantes? The RCM gets its authority from the Coalition. Where does theirs come from?
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are these mercenaries?
This is so
Ooh,
embarrassing.
nice. Wait,
You
did it work
have
or
no
not?
idea. There's something
Failed.
wrong with your brain. Luckily, the lieutenant still has his.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work. His heart really isn't in it.
Not a terribly good actor, that one. Still.
And the other must be in one of the four-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. He or she was reporting back to you while we were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Huh. How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
That's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oranese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
I've spoken to him. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse.
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this.
What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
I need the information. Mark it down. Ask Mercs about tattoos.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I guess not.
Call the Mama Dakwa.
Oh yeah, the Mama Dakwa.
It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin
Three
has become
perception?
an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Col du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening.
Well, let's unlock one of these and get that cooking. So that's completed. Ask the scab leader about the tattoos. We gotta put the body in the fridge. I don't know how I'm gonna prove my authority to Titus. Find the gloves. Kuno has to wait. Needs to go investigate that sluice or whatever. I didn't find any speed, did I? I think we're ready for the bookstore. There's going to be a bloodbath. 5 days. Not so many, but enough.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
No way, am I going to spill rivers of blood? Good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No, that's not it.
Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is, you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's alright not knowing where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your children are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
I police whatever I want. Where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
What if something awful happened? What if they're in the sewers?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
What is this doubt you have then? Something has happened here.
I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe me their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something that make identifying a little easier.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Lady, I need a quest. Give me a quest. Tell me someone is missing.
Did someone say party?
Oh.
You could use a party. Hunt it down.
Okay, where's this party at? I could do with a party. A killer party, not a lame-o one.
A killer party? What is it with you and Pulp Staples? My god. Please, no more talk about my daughters. They are fine.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
I suspect I may possess supernatural abilities.
No, you don't.
Just give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you, I don't have any. Go.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
I've already bothered this woman enough. Do you know where I could get a new pack?
From the kiosk? There's one near the harbor. It's Frita. You can look it up.
Just give me your cigarettes, okay? Don't lie.
Sorry, officer.
She's lying. Lying, lying.
I need the cigarettes. I know you're lying. Please just give me a cigarette.
No, I'm not lying. Why should I lie? Please go to the Frita kiosk.
Whatever.
She sighs. The woman before you nods and returns.
I love harassing strangers on the street who are just trying to mind their own business. This is a book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about Borodero culture. It promotes freedom and roaring upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Are you the clerk?
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Plaisance. That's a nice name.
Welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head.
Half-Light is always right. Ooh, before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
What?
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
A curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
So, are you the owner of this store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her energy is so evil.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
I was told there's a fridge in the building's cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
What if I want to buy a book?
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
I can
See
spend
those shelves
76
there?
cents.
Go. Be drawn.
So what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
The shelves compel me. Alright, I'll take a look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Your daughter's the one standing outside the door, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes?
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that.
Come now. It's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer.
10. She's very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
It depends how much you pay the kid.
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
I guess I was mistaken.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children.
It's none of your or anyone's business.
Let's change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store.
Farewell. I must go find the fridge in the basement. Don't mind me.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I can sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
I heard there's a fridge that way that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
Okay, so what's in there has a will, and it wants you to enter? This is bad.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Is the curtains holding back?
Lies.
Some kind of spirit?
Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Polyhedron? Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to.
What's with this compelled? Being compelled to look at the books. She keeps saying that.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Rip them apart this time, for real.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
I'm in. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. No sane person would ever put this head into such machine. Put their head into such machine. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down?
Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
First, check your posture.
Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram.
Check your surroundings.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear.
And what about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
Knock on the door.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
Break the door! Oh. Oh, damn. That was a success,
You smash
though.
into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Smash into the door and shout, "Fuck, it hurts." Fridge, here we come.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Yeah, I rip shit apart.
Kudos.
Where is he?
What is this place?
It's an adventure!
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
I have a flashlight?
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here in it for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Sand is dripping from the punch bag. Is that a ball? I can give that to the guy! The poster says Citius Fortis. The rest is worn off.
A barbell lies
Lift it.
on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Lift the barbell. Oh, I was not expecting that to pass. I look crazy.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
I'm a true champion! Oh, nice.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbells to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
We're not wall bars. They looking safe. I want to get this next thing cooking. Anti-object task force. Smells like leather and sweat. Where's this fridge? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes no sense at all.
I'm sorry, the fundamental laws of the universe don't seem to agree with you, Detective, but the fact remains that it's too dark to see in here without a flashlight. So come on, we've got work to do.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and equip it in a held slot to continue.
Fine.
It's dark, and the flashlight...
Yes, I understand. Where is it? Tools? Oh, I like the way that works. It's cool. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. A naked mannequin torso. Strange in yellow color. Money. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Skis with slipstream printed on the lamented top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule filament memory? What? Why is it so expensive? Cube-like crisscross of filament feels oddly fragile in your hands, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, Production Schedule Notes. Is this an important item? Because I would love to sell it. I would love to sell it and then go back to the clothing vendor.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
Where have I heard the word welkin before?
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Is this like meta? Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily
Meta, like
and
path.
GPI span the market.
Everything loops back to
the grand
pathologic.
scheme of production.
Every game in the world has been inspired by it.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise."
What is this?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio.
Didn't he say there's no power, though? Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard.
Can I put the cube
The
in?
hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Insert the production
Like
schedule.
a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to these filaments.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine, or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Oh. That's all for now?
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the
Print?
Nothing happens.
I'll leave it in there for now, because I want to call her back once I get the password.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Wait, who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Huh. Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Is that a door? Scribbles across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Rest in peace, Kim. You would have loved video games. Has anyone ever done that before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Huh? Why is this building so expansive? This is the fridge? Why is this crazy and insane? Why is it a bear?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's the fridge, remember?
Of course. A giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy.
And I'll just carry it through the bookstore.
The two of you, easily.
Okay, let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the butcher. Then more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
I think this is a glorious achievement, and people need to hear about it.
No, they do not. They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Here we go. I can finally do it. Search the body one more time, thoroughly.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own
What secrets
volition.
are being hidden from me?
It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Say fuck yeah.
Keep going.
Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever.
No. Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
There's a cavity cut right between his hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
Maybe I should have made sure I had those gloves on before I did
Sharp,
this.
serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Okay, let's hope we pass this. Fish it out.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good, good.
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Are we sure this wasn't our own bullet?
A bullet.
So what, was this in his head? We didn't see an entry wound anywhere, did we? Drop it in. Evidence bag?
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a
Unless he shot himself.
on the plastic.
Or somebody stuck a gun in
He
his
raises the bag
mouth.
under his eyes. eyes
That's
and
the
says,
that's the entry wound. It didn't exit.
A non-caliber rifle, some kind of brittle alloy, fractured.
So that must have been the cause of death. Can I have it?
Of course, you've earned it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity, temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bones, it was all treatments.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts for a while now. Since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands. And no claw marks on his neck. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
He said rifle caliber, right? It's not my own gun that did this, right? What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? Ooh. Wait, no, I need the boots first. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters.
Not yet, Kim, not yet.
Too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
No, I'm not done yet. Don't leave.
The word lingers in
I'll take the
air
body.
of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing, and the sea wind blows outside.
Detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Huh.
The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge, or the decomposing body in it. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate. Even under this stench, you can feel it.
Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Okay. I have things to look at. Handwritten note from fridge.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Literate ginger kid?
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Remind me again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory.
Kuno, yeah.
It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
No, no idea at all.
I'm placing my bets on a certain red hat miscreant we met before. He'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
What else did I get that I needed to look at? Oh, the bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet, close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Could it have been his own weapon? He was part of a militia, whatever. He was armed, surely.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
I see. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm?
We still got secrets to find around here. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. Don't I need to look inside an ice cream maker? Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
I'm gonna pawn it. Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Oh, it's not that it's not worth that much. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
So I need physical instruments. I need my pry bar and... No, it says I had better grip with gloves. Physical instruments. I already have pretty high physical instrument, I think. $11 is pretty large in this game, like half a gart. Could put a point into here, but it's not gonna win me the skill check. Maybe I'll try again. What's with this? Nosifed. This place is so big.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug the giant red cable?
What are you doing? We need the fridge for the body. You can't just unplug it.
Unplug the black cable?
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say.
Can I do something with this now?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Well, we have a 3% chance.
Slowly melting.
Crack open the lid.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced? Where do we get one?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we...
So that's an exit. I didn't look around the fridge area. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Drama. Insane mesh tank top. Okay, this area. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? I should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Hell yeah, smear your cheeks black with coal.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation of an ancient... Ilmarin? Ilmarin warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Don't wipe it.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place, and I need the protection my war paint affords.
And this protects you?
This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Get with your foot.
A hollow ring goes through the furnace.
Oh, God.
Your toe hurts.
I'm gonna put on that tank top. There we go. Insane tank top. This is the outfit. What if I take off my pants? Oh, God. I am an officer of the law, and this is how officers of the law should dress. I'm free? Wait, can I just go in there now? I can. I need you to go to bed for the night so that I can get the boots. Have I done anything? Wash off the smell of death. Find your heraldic bird. Ask the scab leader. Send the body away. Prove authority to Titus. Gloves, Kuno, that is to wait. Cryptozoologist. Anything limited? How long have I been going for? I think I'm ready to end. Yeah. I think we've done enough today. I actually feel satisfied today. I'm very intrigued about this this bloodbath that will commence. And the case is it's deeper than it seems. I'm satisfied. That's gonna be it for today, guys. I'm gonna be wearing this insane outfit for the next stream. I don't remember when, but next thing we're doing is playing at Blasphemous. I would have played any percent again, Pathologic 2 any percent speedrun attempts, but I need to replace my controller because I drop it so much. I drop it so much all the time, and it's finally kicking the bucket and dying on me. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for being here and enjoying this with me, and goodbye.